Neither one of these guys are going to be there. But let's just talk about, just for instance, if Linderbaum's not there, two other guys I've heard about is Booth and Elam. Now, like I said, I think both of them they could drop to the second round, but they're not going to go far enough back for the Bengals to pick them in the second round. They're probably going to be first rounders. Out of those two, and that's what I keep asking because I get so many different answers from everybody of they're the Booth guys or the Elam guys, or they're neither. Where are you at?
So I bounced around quite a bit on my cornerbacks. Gardner's been my number one cornerback for quite a long time. But my 2 through 6 has changed a lot, like interchanged quite a few guys. I've moved Stingley around. I've moved Booth. I had McDuffie in there, who actually might be a good option for the Bengals. I think he might actually even still be there. It's really hard because this is such a good cornerback class, and it's one of those pick your poison types things. It's what kind of guys do you want to get? I think both Booth and Elam are very talented cornerbacks. I have Booth over Elam right now, but like I said, I've moved those guys around quite a bit, and it's more what mood do I happen to be in at the time than which guy I think is more talented.
Right. Now, okay, I have to ask this question because I'm a University of Cincinnati Bearcat fan, and I love it. Sauce Gardner, I think he's going to be the first cornerback to go off the board. I mean, there's talk he might be the second pick. I don't know. We'll see that.
He won't go 2, but 3. I think he's got a really big shot to go 3.
There you go. Now, my other question is Kobe Bryant. Where do you have him at? I personally thought he'd be a second rounder, but the more this draft process goes around, people are saying he's more like a third rounder or fourth rounder. And to me, if he's there, I think it's an absolute steal. And the reason I say that is because nobody threw to Sauce. Everybody threw at Kobe, and he held his own, and he won the award for the best cornerback in college football. So he did something right.
Yeah, cornerback is one of those tough ones for me when it comes to a testing standpoint because there aren't nearly as many good examples of successful NFL corners who didn't test well than there are the elite tier athletes. I did a run of cornerbacks, I think yesterday, and the average Pro Bowl cornerback had a RAS over 8 or almost 8. I think it was like 7.92 or something. And Kobe Bryant's only got a 5.59. He didn't run a very good 40. He didn't test very well in agilities. His cone was really bad. He didn't do very well in his explosiveness drills. He's just a bigger cornerback. And he doesn't have long arms either. His arms aren't short, but they're not really long. So we go back to that length discussion of covering ground and being able to cover space. I don't know that a cornerback who isn't very explosive can make it very well in a zone defense, doing zone types of stuff. You got to be explosive if you're going to be a zone defender. If you're not fast or quick, I don't know how you win in a man scheme. So you have a guy that tests like that, you have to go back to tape and you have to really trust that tape because that projection doesn't look as good.
Right.
I think that's contributing to him falling a little bit. I think that could help lead to him being what you refer to as the steal, a guy that you pick up a little bit later than you would have expected. I think that's probably what he would end up being. I don't know how well that projects to the NFL. And it's really tough to watch him because Sauce is on the other side. He's just so good.
Dude, he was so much fun to watch. I mean, they literally didn't throw. I mean, he never gave a touchdown up in his whole college career. Never.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen that quote about him where they asked that coach how they schemed for him, and they were just like, "We don't. We just put some scrub on him and go elsewhere."
Right.
Like
exactly.
It's weird how the ultimate respect for a cornerback is a coach not even bothering to scheme for you. They're just like, nah. We're just gonna, wherever he is, we're gonna throw whoever else out there. A guy we know is not gonna be targeted.
Right.
Throw him out there. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. That guy's there. Yeah, we're not going that way. Yeah, no. All right. So another thing that the Bengals might be looking at in later rounds is a